My sister, Siobhan, has to sleep in a shed one night. She was so terrified of John Paul. He used to beat her and beat her and beat her. And he'd take the drugs and come back drunk and beat her. At times she went hungry and she had no food. She went to hell and back in every way by this man. This man pulled her to hell and back that no one would pull a dog to it. She suffered in every way. The beatings and the fear and her hiding, sleeping in a cold shed, hiding under beds, and the beatings, left with no money, left to suffer, went to hell and torture. God, I could go on with a list what he done to her. I am speaking up from my heart for my sisters and some of them that went to torture and hell back on earth. And I'm not afraid to stand up and speak for what they went through, that no one in the world should have went through. Stand there and have a look, and get down on your knees and beg my sisters for forgiveness. Beg them for what you done to them. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not afraid of anybody or anything. And I promise you that. Because at the end of the day, whatever anybody tries or does, that won't succeed. Because I'm one man that won't back down either. If they ever try anything with me. It was horrible what was done to them. And that's any bits of the story. Of course they got sick. Of course they had mental breakdowns. When they had no father or mother to go to. No house to go to. No one to run to. Vulnerable. And he called us as men. And he go out there to the world acting the big guys. Brutality, I call it. You should be ashamed to go out in public and pop your heads out to people for what you done. I'm not talking about all, but the few, and you know what you done. What you done was cruel. Kind-hearted, good women. But it couldn't do to a man. Easy targets. Sad. They knew. Where could they go to? Then reading for the families, calling us names, putting us down. As they done to Jesus, when they mocked him, spat at him, and kicked him. But the Lord said, whatever you done to the least of them, you done unto me.